Welcome back to the channel. DonLexy, your host, back with another reaction. Y'all know how we do. Balloon Pop Show, episode number 7. Oh, I don't got my audio. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I got my audio. Sound output. Okay. All right. Y'all know the routine. Drop those locations. Y'all know the deal. Drop the locations. I want to see where you're tuning in from. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the platform. Also, with the notification bells, you come into the room. We're going to have a good show. There was something interesting that happened over at our Let Show. We're going to get into it. Shouts out to them and their platform. They're doing good on the fast track to 800K. Shouts out to them. Let's make sure that we reach our show goal of $100 because we have one hell of a Kendra G show to get to tomorrow if you guys sponsor the show and we reach our goal of $100 in the Cash App. Let's get it. How y'all doing? Drop those locations. Time to have a good show and get into it. You guys won't believe the feature presentation, amongst a lot of other things that happened on the show. The title couldn't give this show justice. Almost about an hour and 50 minutes worth of content. If there's a little bit of lag, I apologize because we're gonna have to react to the full show on the page on the internet. We haven't done that in a long time. We used to have problems doing that, so bear with us. Drop those locations. We're gonna have a good show anyway. Let's do it, man. Let's get into it, man. Let's have a good show. How y'all doing today? Seems like we got some people in the building. Brandon in the building. Edwina says first. How y'all doing? Let's get it, man. Let's have a good show, man. Georgia in the building. Let's make it happen.
So, any questions, you guys?
See, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on two separate tracks, each one giving special emphasis to certain sections of the orchestra, as heard from those positions. Now, when played back simultaneously on two separate systems, the sounds are blended together to achieve a new dimension in sound, impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Drop those locations, BLP family. Spin the clip. How y'all doing, man? I'm ready to have a good show. Drop those locations, man. Milwaukee in the building. I took your advice on the blue, I like blue. I got a few more too that are blue. I like the blue. I got another brown one. I know y'all don't like the brown. I got some, bro. Hold on, I ain't gonna grab it right now, but I got some. Got me a little foil shaver. Oh yes, I'm getting this beard together. St. Louis in the building. Louisville, Dallas in the building. Thank you, I appreciate it. North Carolina in the building. Georgia suburbs, Las Vegas, UK.
My dog, Dallas.
Dallas, Texas in the building. Let's go. Fill the room, baby. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's hit the like button. We're already at a disparagement. Jacksonville, Tennessee in the building. Let's get it. Milwaukee, Bronx. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There was a lot of foolishness on this show, man. Yeah, we had a woman who popped, like there was a woman who gave, the whole panel gave a lawyer, a really decent guy, gave him a hard time because he was soft spoken. It's got the internet going crazy already. I'm already seeing a lot of people reacting to it, but there was a lot of other things that were questionable. And I do want to address some things with the men that we don't usually get to address. What I like about the balloon pop shows is that, of course, we address the women, but the men tend to make some mistakes as well. It could be nerves, just the whole setting, the environment, knowing that you're on the internet. It's a popular platform. I get it. But we're going to break it down and critique it all the same. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and skip ahead and get to the first guy. I'm ready. I'm anxious. I'm anxious to get through the show. It's almost 2 hours.
Got to bring out our first single
for us.
guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Shad. I'm 34.
And Shad, what do you do?
I'm the owner of Opulence Imports in South Florida. And basically, we do performance parts for vehicles. We ship worldwide, and we actually do track bills as well.
Okay. What do you like to do for fun?
So, jet skis, dirt bikes.
Okay.
I like to play pool.
Okay.
Swimming, going to the beach, and I like to dance.
All right. Now, what do you look for in a woman?
I look for a caring woman,
Okay.
someone that's kind, considerate, knows what she wants out of life, creative. Yeah.
Okay.
And a nurturer.
All right. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Lack of empathy. I'd say selfishness.
Okay.
Not having vision, a purpose for your life.
Okay.
And I'd say that's it for now.
Okay. No, that's good. All right. So none of the ladies have popped their balloon yet. You're doing well. So let me go ahead and hand you a pick. I'm going to have you hold on to that. And I know this is the hard part, but I'm going to have you pop 2 balloons. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop 2 balloons. I know. Everyone says that.
You are all beautiful ladies.
Yes, they are. Okay, and one more. Come on, Shad. You.
AJ says he doesn't seem too prepared at the moment. I think that's a good way to describe it. He, a lot of times, fellas, this is why a lot of men, they need to take public speaking, even if they aren't in communications. They need to work on just communicating, even at home. A lot of you guys, you don't have your thoughts well in order. You don't write anything down. And then you come out into the world speaking, and you know what you want to say, but it's just not coming out because you're just not rehearsed and versed in just going over, what it is that you're about, what you do. And it's a muscle that you have to build up the same way you go in the gym and build up any other muscle. Okay, let's get back into it.
Okay, let's start with the first one you ended up popping. If we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Carmela and I'm 31.
And Carmela, what do you do?
I'm a flight attendant.
So why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I was just listening to everything that he said. He seemed very mature, so I just wanted to hear more.
Okay, is he someone that is your type?
Yes, absolutely.
So why did we end up popping her balloon?
You're a very beautiful woman. I love your locks. You did a great job with your makeup. Your lashes on fleek.
Okay.
I'd say, based off of the lineup here, more of the physique, I'd be a little bit more attracted to some of the other women based on that.
Okay, no problem. Thank
But
you.
you're beautiful,
Thank you.
as I said before.
Let's go to the next one here. Let's start with your name and age.
Now, that lady isn't overweight by any stretch, but as you all can see, and I want the audience to pay attention to this, as you can see, men put
Mimi, 28. And Mimi, what do you do?
we put a very serious emphasis on weight, on the way a woman's built. Even if a woman isn't necessarily overweight, the way she's built matters to us. and it's not to be brushed under the rug as a superficial standard. You see that guys even get very particular. You could have like roles and you're not even necessarily overweight and guys still want to pass. So again, let's continue.
I'm a clinical therapist. Okay, so why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I just wanted to hear him out. I liked the things he said about what he did for fun. Very spontaneous. So yeah, I just wanted to hear him out.
Okay. So why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Okay. Beautiful smile. I love the nose piercings. They're nice. Your attire is A1. You know, I don't really have any complaints about you. I'd say I'm just more physically drawn to the other women. That's it. You know,
No problem.
nothing
Thank
against
you.
you.
Thank you. Okay, let's head back. All right, so we do have 5 remaining ladies. Go ahead and ask them a question to help you narrow it down.
In a society that I would say glorifies extrinsic values such as wealth and social status, what would be an intrinsic value that is important to you?
Intrinsic.
Let's start here. Name and age.
Hey, my name's Shalane. I am 32 years old.
And Shalane, what do you do?
I am an office manager for like a really big company, and I also model part-time to supplement that income.
All right, so if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
I'm thinking empathy maybe would be a good answer. Like, I kind of forgot the question.
You want me to repeat it for you?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so what would be an intrinsic value that is important to you?
Okay, yeah, so my answer stands. It would be empathy. I think navigating this society, this world with empathy is super important because it allows you to like understand people and just you're able to kind of relate to people more, just have more compassion towards people. And I think having compassion towards your fellow humans is super important. So that's something I put high value on.
I appreciate your answer.
Your name and age.
Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm 28.
And Lynn, what do you do?
I'm a design engineer.
Okay, so if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
What do you mean by intrinsic?
Okay, so extrinsic would be in the realm of social status, popularity, wealth. So basically the opposite of that, something you can't see physically off, initial, something that's like internal.
That I value?
Yes.
Okay. For me, I would say humbleness. Just based off what I do for work and how far I've come, I would say that I'm very humble with where I am today. And I just feel like...
Take your time.
I would say humbleness just because life is short and you never know the different paths that people walk. So I'd never judge a book by its cover, regardless of how much money you have or how much money you don't. I just feel that everyone should just be humble. And yeah, I would say humbleness. Okay. Based off like my lifestyle and kind of like my day to day, I don't feel that I'm better or lesser than anyone. It's kind of just like
so boring. You feel like they.
I just view everyone as equal. Essentially, yeah. It's humbleness. Yeah.
I appreciate your answer and your transparency. And you say you were 28?
Yes, 28.
Beautiful.
All right, let's go over here. Your name and age.
My name is Waverly, and I am 30 years old.
Okay, and Waverly, what do you do?
I am a digital marketing manager and a college professor and consultant.
All right. So if you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
An intrinsic value that I really value is going to be my faith, just because it's taken me a long way in life. And it's something that like you can essentially hold close to you at night. Like when the money's gone, if you don't have a place to sleep, like the Father, the Holy Spirit, Yeshua is my foundation.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect.
And over here, your name and age.
Ayana, and I'm 27.
Ayana, what do you do?
Mercy.
I'm a personal
We
trainer.
must stay focused, brothers. We must.
If you want to go ahead and just answer his question.
Okay. So what I would say is what I learned throughout my years is definitely being adaptive and being able.
Says she's a personal trainer. Personal trainer. Okay.
Give yourself grace. Life is not perfect. You're going to go through things. You're going to go through ups and downs. So I feel like it's up to the person to know, okay, let me adjust or let me pivot a little bit and move forward. It's not trying to fit in a box or fit societal norms. So that's what I would say is the main factor that I take in. It's always being adaptive and giving myself grace when things don't work out the way I want.
Perfect. I love it.
All right, if we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Nia. I'm 32.
And what do you do?
So I'm an insurance claims adjuster, bartender, singer-songwriter, model, overall creative.
Very busy. All right, if you want to go ahead and answer his question.
So an intrinsic value that I have is accountability. Whenever I feel as though that I've mistreated someone, I automatically apologize. Or even if they didn't state that they felt harm, I recap things that happened and I reach out to them and say, hey,
Now, I like that some of you women, like you guys can pull off the short hair look. Like, I'm for it, but I don't think that y'all should be tapering this year. Tapering, don't because that's our stuff. Easy with the taper, like just you got the head for it and whatever, but easy on the man lineups and the tapers because then you start to look like a guy. And then we start to get confused.
was this an issue? Like, how can we fix this? Were you okay with this? So I would say accountability.
Okay, cool.
Wonderful. I love it. Thank you.
All right, so we did get 2 pops back here. Why did we end up popping our balloon?
For me, it was just the initial attraction. It just wasn't immediate. But I liked everything you had to say, though.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
Yes, definitely. I like her whole decorum.
Thank you.
Her sense of style is amazing. I love women, so yeah. I say that to say that I don't have many deal breakers when it.
Whew, shit, bro. Like listening to you is like it's for some reason when I listen to you, breathing becomes more difficult. Like when you think about breathing and then all of a sudden breathing becomes more difficult. Like just listening to you speak, you seem to be a clean cut guy. You got a lot of other things going for yourself. You have to take care of the other fine details and polish yourself out. Get your words together. Learn how to speak. Practice. You may need to go to a public speaking class. You don't have to go to school. You can take a public speaking course at a community college, and you don't need to be a full blown student. You know what I mean? So, again, some of you guys need it.
Comes to how a woman puts herself together. That's what I mean by I love women. So I would never, if I see a woman that takes time and to put into her appearance, whether it's makeup, whether it's her lashes, whether it's her hair, accessories, stuff like that, I look at that as she's putting forth the effort and trying to show me her best side, So that's what I meant by your decorum. And
Thank you.
Okay, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
I love how you're dressed. You look good. You clearly, take pride in your appearance. You came out here today and you look good. When she gave her answer about religion and she said her intrinsic value is like religion and her faith and all of that, you said that it was your response was perfect, I think. I'm not a religious person, so if you value that, then I'm probably not the person for you because I'm not a religious person. So that's why I popped.
And if you don't mind me asking, what do you believe in?
Honestly, right now, I'm not sure. I grew up Pentecostal, heavily Christian. But right now, I don't have any core beliefs in terms of religion.
Now, I want everybody to pay attention to what just happened right there. I want y'all to pay attention because oftentimes people who are non-religious, people are often labeled as people who are non-religious. They're typically labeled as combative people or militant people. But typically when a person who's non-religious tries to hold the position of being non-religious, they're baited into a conversation about if Christianity is true or right or wrong or what they believe in or don't believe in by the religious person. Usually people who do not have a religion or don't claim to have a religious belief system, they're not allowed to just sit there in peace. Yet when the conversation gets going, typically it's the religious person who ends up bowing out of the exchange when you don't succumb to whatever the belief systems are. Typical thing. Believe it or not, there are a lot of black people in the black community who aren't just Christian just because everyone else is. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
Okay, well, I respect that.
Okay.
You know, I would never put anyone down based on their journey because we're all on a journey.
Absolutely.
You know? So I respect that. I believe that two adults could have different belief systems and still respect each other.
Okay.
You know, so I respect you.
I agree.
Okay, thank you.
No, she's someone that's your type.
Absolutely. I'm, you know, all beautiful ladies.
Thank you.
You know, I love the shortcut.
Oh, word.
I do. You know, the color in the hair, everything is, you know.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we've got 3 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
Okay. What is a passion of yours? Say, it's okay if your passion brings you money, but if you were to do something that did not pay you money and you would still find enjoyment out of that, what would that passion be?
Okay, let's start over here.
My name and age again?
Just answer the question.
Answer the question. Okay. A passion of mine is actually homemaking. Like, I love curating an environment for my friends and family that feels warm and welcoming. So, like, from cooking, baking, hosting. Yeah, I love all of that.
Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
I will say, it's refreshing to hear, despite if she steps on any delusional landmines as we react to this, it's refreshing to hear a black woman, let alone a very good-looking black woman, say that their passion is homemaking, creating a warm environment for a family. Ladies, what's so wrong with that? If there are any ladies out there and you have an issue with that, I'm here to tell you you're a part of the problem in the dating market. You're a part of the reason why women are becoming more like men and less like this young lady here and looking for a way to be a star in the home. You guys are not nearly of the caliber of the women of old because they wanted to be a star in the home. They didn't want to go out and outshine their man and go make a legacy individually and also still try to get married. See, they weren't that foolish. They were wise enough to understand that they're winning if they're with a man who's doing well out there, and it's up to them to win at home. This is the cream. This is what female ambition actually looks like. Pay attention. Doesn't matter if she proves to be delusional in some other ways later on. If she's starting here, she may figure it out, especially with a good physical package. All right, let's get back into the show.
Yeah, cool.
I appreciate your answer.
And over here, answer this question.
Fitness. I love the gym. I live in the gym most of the time. So as long as I'm able to do that, it just makes me feel more so wholesome.
Like Bernice. That's a big bitch.
Ma'am, I don't know where you teach fitness, and I don't know what the standard is or guidelines for becoming a fitness instructor, but I'm here to say it's not to be taken serious. There's simply no way that people who are overweight. Now, I get it. I'm pretty sure you get a lot of likes on IG and so on and so forth because you have a good backside. It's pretty big, whatever. But I'm pretty sure when you go to the doctor, regardless of what you call yourself in regards to the fitness world, doctors tell you that you're overweight. I'm pretty sure that they do. So again, I question where you're teaching people about fitness, because when I see you, I see a woman who's built well, and it might be put together in the right places, but you're certainly overweight. You're overweight. So let's get back into it.
Yeah.
And let's go to our last lady, your answer.
So obviously I would say singing, songwriting. I just really love incorporating sounds of nature in order to just really relax humanity. So.
Okay.
Can I ask her a question? What genre of music do you sing?
Oh, so originally I started with R&B, but I'm kind of all over the place right now. I want to dab into Amapiano. I also want to do a little bit of rap, a little bit of alternative, but mainly R&B.
Wonderful.
I'm here to tell you right now.
Okay, it is time to pop a balloon. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop one. All right, so why did you have your balloon unpop?
So I wanted to hear him out. I think he's a well-versed person. But for me, originally, I was going to pop because he seemed very hesitant when it came to me. And then I heard him talking about like body physiques and stuff like that, which is fine. You like what you like. So me just thinking of the lineup, I'm like, okay, he has a better, stance with other beautiful women compared to me. So that's what it was. That was my thought.
Got it. So why Jenna popping her balloon?
I'll be honest with you. When I saw you do that pump fake, I was like, yeah, I didn't even have to think after that. At first it was hard because I was really examining all three exceptional options. All three of you are my type. You get what I'm saying? So I see beauty in different ways. So maybe one thing might not fit me, but maybe you might fit me. So I just popped basically because I saw you do the pump fake, like you about to pop it. So I was like, you know what? If you're hesitant about me, then I'd rather go with someone that's sure.
Yes, definitely. We're besties. We were thinking the same thing. You pump faded me
We
first.
locked in
You
for
did it
that.
first.
Yeah.
But yes.
All right, we good.
Fair enough.
Thank you. Okay, Shad, go ahead and ask our two remaining ladies another question.
Do you value romance? And if you do, what would be a romantic date in your mind? From start to finish, what would your ideal romantic date be?
Okay, start there and then come back.
Some dudes coming into the dating market like, please, just please spend all my money. Use me, abuse me, take advantage of me, please.
All right.
So a romantic date for me would, I don't know. I would say I'm very easygoing. We can honestly do whatever. It really depends on how attentive we are to each other. If we're actively listening, you could even just pick an apple off the tree and just tell me to eat it. And I know it sounds real corny, but I'm someone who's real simple. Like we can just take a walk in the park, have a really in-depth conversation. So, and then in the night under the stars, maybe just sitting on a blanket. So.
Great answer. Great answer.
She seems like such a sweet girl, but it's that above the rim taper that she got going on. I can't, like, shorty, you definitely have the short hair head, but you're gonna have to let that stuff even out, and it's that simple.
All right, and over here.
Piggybacking maybe on her Don't Be Cheap Now. I like really elevated like dining experiences. So maybe a nice dinner, but then after dinner being able to like go dancing, whether it be like salsa. I really love like soca music. So an activity and food in combination would be nice.
Okay. Ladies.
Great answer.
I'm gonna switch it on over to them now. So ladies, any questions for him?
For some reason, I don't have a problem with her wanting to get fed because her passion is homemaking, ladies. Like, you hear that? You hear that? For some reason, when it comes to little chocolate thing, who want the pretty young chocolate? Pretty young chocolate just want to clean my house all day, and her number one passion is keeping my house clean and whatever, and like making sure like everything is warm for when my people come through, and making it to where everything's so warm and cozy that even my friends love you. Everybody mess with, everybody rock with you because you just create this environment that just you want to be in. It's comfortable. It's towels everywhere. It smells like laundry all the time. It's just lovely. Music playing, cookies, the smell of cookies permeating, children laughing. That's their idea of success. It's something about hearing a woman say that, and then like it's weird. Then when she talks about going out on a date and wanting money and like wanting to be money spent on her in a date, it's weird. I want to do it, like real bad. Let's get back into the show.
You have one? Okay.
Yeah, I have several.
Go for it.
Okay. My first one is, do you partake in any what's it called? Any drug use of any kind?
No, I do not.
Okay. Oh, I can keep going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We here, girl.
What is if you are a man of faith, like what is your faith in, like what does your day-to-day look like with spending time with God, if that's something that you do?
Okay, so I'm a Christian. And basically my day-to-day walk would be me waking up in the morning. First thing I do, I have like a bottle of water by my bed. I drink that. I pray to God, thank him for waking me up this morning, for giving me all my faculties on my body are in perfect working order. A lot of people take that for granted, to be able to just wake up and get out of your bed on your own will and to be healthy, So I don't take that for granted. And I thank him every day for that. That's the first thing I do. And then I ask him to basically guide my steps throughout the day. So from my wake up, everything from what I eat to, showering, I'm always like talking to him at different intervals of the day. Like I'd say like a little short prayer, like, all right, I'm about to go on the street. There's traffic out there, people meet in traffic. I just ask for guidance along my journey to get there and get back to my family, safely. Hallelujah.
Do you have kids, and where do you live?
I do not have any children as of yet, and I live in South Florida.
Okay.
Do you have any children?
No.
And where do you live?
I live in Dallas.
Texas, okay. Perfect.
Good.
Yes.
All right, let's head down over here. Okay, any questions over here?
Absolutely. Do you believe in crying in front of your woman?
Jesus.
I'm not
waiting until
a
marriage.
very crying person,
What did he say? He said he's waiting until marriage. I missed that. I want to hear that come out of his male vocal cords, I think. I don't want to miss that. If he said that, I don't want to miss that.
I have kids, and where do you live?
I do not have any children as of yet, and I live in South Florida.
Okay.
Do you have any children?
No.
And where do you live?
I live in Dallas.
Texas, okay. Perfect.
Good.
Yes.
All right, let's head down over here. Okay, any questions over here?
Absolutely. Do you believe in crying in front of your woman?
Fellas, don't fall in it. Don't fall for this trap. Don't fall for this. This is the trap. The truth is you have to earn your vulnerability with women. That's the truth. They be trying to see if you're quick to cry so that they can just go ahead and eliminate you real quick. Because the truth is, before a woman has saw you in real life be a man and do the things that she needs you to do and provide and stand up the way that she needs you to stand up, she's not ready to see you cry. She's not ready to hold you. She's not ready to hold your Johnson yet. Like, you have to stand on 10 toes for a little while. Don't be all vulnerable with women in the beginning. And I know that sounds crazy for all of my empaths out there. But again, women are biologically looking for signs of weakness, signs that you can't protect, signs that you're going to be trying to lean on her. And she don't really want that. That's the truth. And they'll try to see if you can expose yourself in the beginning so they can just move on. You already smell like beta. So, again.
I'm not a very crying person, you know what I'm saying? But I do show emotion and I do show vulnerability. But to break out crying. I'm not built like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm built as I have like an intestinal fortitude inside of me. So if something's going bad, you know, I recoup, regather myself, and I think of solutions on how I could get over that obstacle. So for me to get to the point of crying, that's never gonna happen. Or before I say never, it would rarely. Like the chances are very slim. You know what I'm saying? But I would express to you like, hey, you know, babe, something going on with me right now. I'm not feeling, you know, certain things, and I probably bounce some ideas off you, and you know, because I like the inside of a woman as well. You know, I'm very driven, I'm very focused, and I know what I want.
What do you mean
But
by
at the same time, I have a partner. I like to see things through her eyes, through her vision, because believe it or not, I don't know everything. My woman might see something that I can't see. You know what I'm saying? So I value her input, her opinion, and her guidance as well.
So is it something that you're comfortable with if it were to happen to the point where you couldn't compartmentalize it anymore?
Okay. I believe in mental health. So if it gets to a point where my mental health is in danger, then of course you got to let it out.
What's going on?
You know what I'm saying? Of course,
How you
yeah,
doing?
you got to let it out and kind of purge yourself of, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know, that hurt, whatever it is, you know. So yes, if it comes to that point where my mental health would be on the verge of breaking, I would definitely, you know, have that outpour.
Okay.
Do you have any children, and where do you live?
I don't have any kids, but I currently live in Dallas, Texas.
Okay. And are you okay with commuting to Florida?
Yeah, I love traveling.
Okay, perfect. Wonderful.
Okay, those are
You know, I don't have any, you know, I don't have anything against that.
Have you ever practiced celibacy?
Yes, I
while
have.
while in a relationship?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And was it successful? I mean, sometimes it's not. I mean, God gives grace.
Yeah, so you're saying, have I practiced celibacy in a relationship, and was it successful?
Yes. Were you successful in the celibacy?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
okay. White gender poppin'.
I think it was the hesitation at the beginning about the celibacy, and then when you were explaining like your day-to-day like walk with the Lord, I think prayer is one aspect, but I'm also looking for someone who like incorporates like reading their Bible into that as well, because I think it can be hard to hear from God. Like, yes, we're praying, but it can be hard to hear from God if we're not also reading his word. And that wasn't something that you mentioned. So I think it's the combination of the two.
Okay, I respect that. I mean, I do read my Bible. Okay. You know, it's just in the unconventional setting that we're in right now, it slipped my mind. I'm not going to remember every.
I want to get to this super chat before it's too late. B. Watts says, I'm yet to hear a woman say, all the men on the panel look great today. Yeah, you never will, because women live in a world where they believe they only deserve compliments. You know how it goes. We're supposed to be doing the hunting in their mind, but some will compliment. JoJo says, he said testicular fortitude like Mick Foley. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know how to address that. I just left it alone. Yeah, you women, a lot of you women who are thinking that guys are going to be just sitting around taking you on free dinners for month after month, sometimes even year after year. You really good looking women, you guys can sometimes pull a couple of years out of a guy's life of him taking you out on dates, spending money on you, talking to you on the phone, all this other energy he's exploiting, and he doesn't really get anything out of it other than, like, you know, I don't know, maybe a kiss at the end of the evening or something. Like he's a 16-year-old kid. Lady, you're an adult now. And you better be okay with those religious men. Like a lot of you women who want celibacy, it's weird. You're never in the church looking for a man. You're like, oh, I'm celibate, but then you're like in the hood looking for guys, or you're on a balloon pop show looking for a guy. You're in secular spaces looking for men. I don't know. I just think it's time to tell it.
every little thing, every little
No, that's
detail.
fair, yeah.
You know,
Oh, but okay, they didn't match. We got to move on for time's sake. Hell, we can't spend too much time. It's like 21 minutes per person.
Cigarette smoke, if you smoke cigarettes, and then multiple baby daddies.
Okay. You said you
I don't
don't.
have no
You don't
kids.
smoke or drink.
Yeah, I don't smoke or
You
drink
don't.
or
Okay.
have kids.
And no kids.
No.
All right. So we haven't got any pop balloons. Let me hand you a pick.
The hard part.
Yes. I'm gonna have you pop 2 balloons.
2.
2 of them. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop those 2.
All right. Let's go. It's gonna be tough. All right. How you supposed to do this?
There we go. And one more.
Everybody popping on Shorty.
Oh, it's gonna be tough.
Okay, let's start with the first one you ended up popping. All right, if we can have your name and age.
Hi, I'm Carmela and I'm 31.
All right, and Carmela, why did you have your balloon unpopped?
I'm just listening, trying to get more information to learn about him.
Okay. So is he someone physically your type?
Yeah.
Okay. I was a little hesitant, but I'll let you slide. All right, so why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Honestly, I thought she was older than 31. Thought she was older, so I was looking and I was like, she probably be a little older, so I popped it.
Okay. We got one more pop over here. Your name and age.
Ayana, 27.
Okay. And Ayana, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I wanted to hear him out. He also mentioned a word that a lot of people don't understand what it means, which is sapiosexual. So I like people that actually are very intellectual and like to have deep dive conversations.
Okay. Nice. So why'd you end up popping her balloon?
To be real, I don't even have a direct answer. I went with how I was feeling. I just popped that way off, just feeling.
Okay.
But it wasn't like off the look. It was just went off the feeling.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Right. Okay, so we've got 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
All right. So if I was, let's just say I'm in a barbershop and your ex come in there and he was talking about you or his time with you or describing you, what's some of the things I probably would hear?
Now, as much as women have popped on appearance, hairstyle, not being dressed for the occasion, you see that we have somebody who's tall. Edwin is, noticing the same thing I'm noticing. He's tall, so now he's not getting any balloons popped. And, again, that's how I know a lot of women are popping on guys, and they really want to pop on a certain aesthetic, but they just choose to be whatever. They choose to focus on childish things, but then when a guy is over 6'4", then all of a sudden all those standards go out of the window. This is why men have every reason to not really take them serious.
So basically, how would your ex describe
Like
you?
if he was over, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Name and age first and answer this question.
Sure. My name's Shalane. I am 32 years old. My ex would describe me as a very affectionate person. I also love doing surprises. So if it's a birthday or any special date in our life and our relationship, I love to plan things. I'm a very neat and clean person. And I'm low-key a control freak, so I like to know what's going on at all times. So he'd probably mention that as well.
Thank you. Your name and age and answer to his question.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and I'm 28.
Just lying.
So sorry. I would say my ex would describe me as very giving and very selfless. So I like to prioritize the people that I care about. So when it comes to friends or family, if anyone needs me, I'm very reliable. I would say I'm very, very reliable. Yeah.
Name and age and answer to this question.
My name is Waverly. I'm 30. My ex would probably describe me as loving, caring, definitely a woman of God, super neat, and yeah, I think that's it.
That's good. Let's go over here. Your name.
Nothing bad, huh, ladies? Nothing bad at all, huh? I'm AKing all you ladies for just being so arrogant, for being arrogant enough to think that none of those guys who you dealt with, they just saw only good qualities in you. I'm telling you, a lot of you guys might be sweet on the front end, but you need a lot of therapy still. And a lot of you women, you're out here in the dating market, you're using the word narcissist a lot. You're saying the word narcissist, but you're showing more overt narcissistic characteristic traits by not being able to see any flaw in yourself. And just, I don't know, man.
Name and age and the answer to his question.
Mimi, 28. I would say my ex would describe me as very caring, detail-oriented. I remember the small details he says, and also affectionate.
Name and age and answer to his question.
My name is Nia. I'm 32. And first of all, we be in a barbershop together, so he better not say nothing crazy. I'm very patient, nurturing, understanding, but also I will ghost you in a heartbeat if my standards are not met. So.
What in the world? Lady. And most of the other BWs. Now, up until this point of the show, you seem like a kind lady. I'm not with the tapered haircut. I still think you should do the short hair, but you seem like a kind lady. This is something that I see BWs do in the dating market more than any other woman. The dry threats. Stop. It's not attractive. There's no way to get ahead of a man who's going to be a bad situation for you. Do you hear me, ladies? There's no way to intellectually get ahead of a man or a circumstance, like how you're saying, how you women, I don't want a cheater. If you're a cheater, leave me alone. Well, if he's a cheater, by inherently, he's not going to let you know that in the beginning, silly. Why would he tell you that if he's a person who cheats? See, you guys are expecting a layer of honesty and transparency in the beginning. You don't usually get it. People don't get, you have to discover, you have to go through a discovery process with dealing with people. That's why it's called putting yourself out there, because metaphorically speaking, your underbelly is exposed the moment you become emotional with like people, right? So I don't know. Dry threats are not going to help black women get better results in the dating market. Y'all aren't going to be able to walk up to men and say, oh, if you don't meet my standards, I'm going to be quick to cut you off. Ladies, I need you also to understand that you aren't in a position of leverage to conduct yourself that way. And why do I say that? I say that because of this. I say that because men are coming in to provide a lifestyle for you, to provide for the entire situation, to be more valuable in the whole entire equation, right? You're looking to be provided for. Like, men don't need to audition and qualify to give you a life. Men, we're not going to be ranked and we're not meeting your standards. You're going to meet the standards of a man, and then he'll decide if you can have access to his resources. That's how that's going to go, chica. Who do you think you are? Who in the hell do you think you are, lady? You gonna learn today.
Oh. Well then. Okay, thank you. Let's head back this way. So we did get a pop over here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, I don't think that you're a bad looking guy, but like the more I looked at him, I just wasn't attracted. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
Okay, so what was it?
I don't know, because his height's good, his face is okay. I just feel like if he approached me when we were out, I wouldn't really be interested.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
I probably wouldn't approach her either.
Okay.
She's not an ugly woman or nothing, but I probably wouldn't approach her either.
Okay, and why not?
I mean, just, it wouldn't make me say, let me go talk to her. Like, just looking at her wouldn't make me say, I'm finna go approach her. Like, nothing about her stick out to me and make me like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to her.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Now we did get another pop down here. All right, why did we end up popping our balloon?
I was thinking about it. You said in the beginning that you don't drink or smoke. I know that sounds childish, but I do like to have fun. I'm very professional, but I also like to have fun. And in my experience, people that don't do that are very judgmental. That's fine. You can do what you want, but I like to have fun. So that's why I popped.
Okay. But is he someone that's your type?
Mm-hmm. He's very handsome.
Okay. Same thing here.
Is she pretty?
She's pretty, okay.
Thank you.
Get a pass.
I mean,
All right. So we've got 3 balloons left. Go ahead and ask these ladies another question.
What's your love language?
What's your love language? Okay. What is your love language?
I would say I have a giving and receiving love language.
Bruh, I'm here to tell you, you don't have to do this. I'm acting like I got a gun in my head in a movie. Bro, like, you don't have to do this. You don't have to talk this love language crap just because that's what they be talking about. They don't know what they really want. They don't really know exactly, like, what they're looking for in a man. That's why men have to do the vetting for them. You guys can't listen to what women are talking about and then go out and say their stuff. Because I promise you, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they want. They hardly even know what they got going on inside of themselves. Half the time, they're upset at their own emotions and confusion about their emotions. Listen, it's that, make the way. Decide what the way is and go on that path. Make her follow that way. If y'all like have this flexible personality with women where y'all just ready to be what they want y'all to be, they're gonna try to play with y'all. I'm just keeping it a buck. Let's get back into it.
So the way I give love is acts of service, but the way I receive love, I would say it's words of affirmations and quality time. So we can just be sitting in a room together and we don't even have to be talking, just as long as you're like physically there and we just share a space. I enjoy that, as well as words of affirmations like telling me like compliments or just reassuring me if I had a long day at work and stuff like that. So yeah.
Okay. And over here, what's your love language?
My love language is gifts, and I know that can sound like gold digger-ish, but it's in the way that, like, when you're out and about and you see something, it's like, oh, I think Waverly would really like that. Like, it's the concept of you thinking about me while you're doing other things.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good. And we got to pop down here.
Don't even trip, shorty. You might be overly religious. You're gonna get that, like, especially if your number one goal in life is to just like be a good homemaker and so on and so forth. You better believe men aren't gonna have any problem spending money on you, shorty. Just don't let the religion get in the way of you finding a good husband. That's all I really have to say to you. Keep it up.
Here, let's go ahead and see why she ended up popping. Why'd you pop your balloon?
The more I just kind of studied you, I realized that you're not necessarily my type. You seem just a little bit too chill. I love chill people in general, but it has to be like a balance for me. So.
Okay, so you want to be a little more. What you want him to do?
It's your posture, tone of voice, the questions that you're asking. So, yeah.
Got you.
Okay. All right. Now she's someone that's your type.
She cute.
Cute. Baby, I'm old. That's quite...
You can be cute at any age.
I know. I'm just messing with you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you.
Now, I actually think that you're a beautiful black woman, actually. I think you're one of the most attractive women that have ever been on this show, outside of the fade. But when men say cute, we're not thinking about dog. I hate when people say that. Like, I'm not a dog. I'm not an animal. It's like, and I'm like, yeah, and you're not intelligent. Also, like, nobody, of course, we know you're not an animal or we know you're not a little kid. Cute is like, with some, like, I might think that you're beautiful, but he might not. He might just think you're cute. So that's just a level of attraction.
And we got to pop back here. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
As crazy as it sounds, I'm only 5'2", so I feel like you're a little too tall. But all your answers are great. I think you're very attractive. It's just the height thing since I am so short. Okay. Sometimes I feel like when I have a guy that's towering over me, I just feel like aesthetically it kind of looks a little off. Yeah. So yeah, as crazy as it sounds, just a tiny bit shorter.
Okay. Yeah. How tall are you?
6'4".
6'4". Okay.
That's the first time I heard I was too tall.
And I'm 5'2", so yeah, I think it's just a tiny bit too tall.
Okay, understandable.
All right, man, but don't be thinking that there's some 6'1". Don't think that there's some 6'1" soft zone, safe zone where like, or there's a whole bunch of plethora of men standing at 5'11" to 6'1". Be okay to deal with the men who are 5'6" to 5'9" then as well. Don't think that like all the men 6 foot to 6'3", they're just all just around. Because they're not, shawty. They're not. This is a very rare group of men. If you want tall, you better get tall in whatever package you have the opportunity to get tall in. Y'all be thinking that these men are everywhere. They're not. What's wrong with you ladies? Now he's too tall. Okay. As many short guys as you guys just deem invisible on this show. Guy comes through 6'4". Oh, you're a little bit too tall for me. It's like, oh my God, he's a point guard in the NBA.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
She cute.
Thank you. Everybody cute.
I mean, yeah, you know.
All right. So, guys, any questions for each other?
I have. Can I do all my questions? Okay.
All the questions. Yeah, a lot of them.
You mentioned you play poker. Do you play poker for money?
Yes, I play it for fun and for money.
Sorry.
That's
It's the gambling. Yeah.
Okay. Now you said you're a woman of God, gambling. We know how that goes.
It is.
Okay. All right. So, is she someone that's your
She
type?
pretty.
Thank you.
See, he upgraded. It was cute.
I'm a recent law school graduate.
Okay, all the ladies end up popping his balloon. I'm ready for the feature presentation. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's make it happen. Time to get to the feature presentation. I'm going to let his intro play. I'm going to swap my battery camera out.
I also do a little bit of commentary work, legal and political.
All right. Nice. So, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to go on vacation. I like to just hang out with friends and family. I like to do a lot of humanitarian work. I do a lot of work with the homeless, a lot of work with at-risk youth. And I just like to watch like crime stories, keep up with legal stories in the news. Yes.
All right, lawyer. Almost though, right? Almost. Okay, congrats on graduating.
Thank you.
Now, what do you look for in a woman?
I like someone who is very family oriented.
Okay.
Someone who's going to put family above career. I like someone who likes to go to church and values a relationship with God. I like someone. Okay. I like someone who maybe just is into the things that I like to do, into like helping homeless people, into at-risk youth, someone who's naturally nice, just a naturally kind person. It's not forced. Someone who's nice to the waitress, but it's also nice to the CEO of the company.
Okay, all right, that's a good one. Now, what are some of your deal breakers?
I don't like someone who is just unreliable, says one thing, does another, someone who doesn't value a relationship with God, someone who is just has no direction in life, you know. So that would be the top three.
All right, so we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Your name and age.
Hi, my name's Shalane. I am 32 years old.
Okay. Shalane, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
You said that you want somebody that values a relationship with God and that like goes to church. I'm not religious. I don't go to church. I grew up religious, but I don't practice a religion right now. And that just wouldn't align with like my life, basically. I love your jacket though. It's
Thank
fire.
you. So are you atheist?
Honestly, I'm halfway between atheist and agnostic. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I know for a fact like I'm just not Christian right now.
Right. And the thing is, I've dated atheists before in the past, and really nice people, you know. But I would say at this age where I actually am marriage-minded, someone that I want to bear my children, I would say I want someone
Equally yoked.
Yes, someone equally yoked as well.
No, I got you, and I respect it. Yeah. So that's the only reason I popped.
But I'm friends with atheists, and you know, I think they're good people.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Again, just wanted the world to see that it happens. These conversations happen respectfully. And I respect her for standing on this because, again, this is a demographic of Black people that are very silenced, sometimes even subjugated, exiled, a group of people in the community. And it's good to see respectful conversations, especially because oftentimes non-religious people, they aren't looking to validate their lack of belief at the same aggression level as the person whose religion is trying to prove that theirs is correct. And they're the ones who usually start the conversations. Again, it's two examples, two different men, same example. Her non-religious position is intriguing them and kind of pulling them in, where she's just kind of just sitting there like, I'm not religious. That's it. She murks chickens in the back. Y'all wild. Okay. That's funny. That's funny. You guys are crazy, man.
Yeah. All right. Now, is she someone that's your type?
Very pretty, very attractive, very nice feet. That's actually something that I look at as well. And I think the haircut looks really good on her.
Oh, thank you.
So I mean, very very attractive person for sure.
I
Love the
appreciate-
accent too. Where you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I've been here a while, but the accent is still there.
It ain't going nowhere.
No, it's
Right.
not. I appreciate that. I think you're pretty attractive as well, if
Oh,
that
thank
counts
you.
for anything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and I'm 28.
Lynn, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
So I like the way you dress. I think you're attractive, and I love that you mentioned humanitarianism, because that's something I value as well. It was just when you mentioned you're looking for a woman that at this point is valuing starting a family or a family over a career. Right now, I am only 28, so at this point in my career,
Only?
I'm still like career focused, and I'm kind of. A family is kind of like the second thought. So I just feel like as of now, we're not aligned because I am career focused and you're looking for someone who's kind of like wanting to kind of start that family. So I
My dog died. Shame in yourself. Ain't nobody shame. I'm here to tell you right now. I own two companies. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Ma'am, I could end the show right here. We haven't gotten one donation. I'm possibly gonna end the show here. Ma'am, you have to be out of your mind. You're 28 years old. Now, who do I blame this belief system on, that she believes that she has tomorrow, even though she does not? We have to start talking about what's old for marriage when it comes to women. I think the issue is you guys, you're looking over at men and you want to be a man so bad. You hate that a man can just be 45 and be a desirable in the dating market. It's not likely that you can be. I'm here to tell you, ladies, if you think that when you're 28 years old, you still have time to focus on a career and put that over family, you've pretty much already lost. You've pretty much already you don't get, like, Mr. Samuels didn't set that danger zone age 26 to 31 or something like that. He didn't set that based on nothing. He set that on realistic, historic, very precise data that's still accurate today. Ma'am, you're in the danger zone. You do not have more time. See, and this is the issue with, like, what's going on out here in the internet world. The men who are telling you guys the truth are being treated like some sort of like lawbreaker or something. But this is what's going to help you guys gain the sense of urgency you so desperately lack. Look at this. You would never see this in the Hispanic community, the Filipino community, other communities. You would never see this level of idiocy. You would never hear women speaking like this, saying, oh yeah, I'm 28 years old. I still got time to focus on a career. Says who? Says who? Who says you have time to focus on a career? You're already 28. You're old for marriage already. That's why you women need men in these conversations. Men are viewing you as an older woman in the dating market almost. You're 2 years away from being 30. 30 competing with 18 to 24-year-olds. And guess what? They're better than you because they have youth. Their bodies are tighter. They haven't had their heart broken yet. And they always like, y'all looking for something to mold and control, and y'all just want somebody who's just gonna listen to everything you say. Yeah, duh. I'm glad you're paying attention. Maybe you should get on board and stop whining. Maybe you guys should get on board and stop complaining. No Contendo says, keep the show going. You're doing Uncle Kevin Samuels justice. Much love. Thank you. But yeah, absurd work. "28 years old. Oh yeah, I think I think a career, like you want to start a family. Like I'm focused on a career. Like when do you think it's going to be a good time to start focusing on the family? When you're 33? Now you got, let's say if you get married at 33, hypothetically speaking, you get married at 33. Now you got 4 to 5 years at best to have a child before you're in geriatric pregnancy, and it now becomes risky and not a good health decision for you to even have a child. And now, I want to warn you, that's the main reason why men get married. The main reason why men get married is to start a legacy and to have children within a marriage. So, the older you get, past the age of 28, the least likely it becomes that you'll actually get married. You don't know. Not only do you not have tomorrow, you are behind. You're late. See, and the problem is the big mamas are now younger, delusional women. Back in the day, we had big mamas who would tell you that you were old and that you were getting old and that you possibly wouldn't be able to find a. She would put it in your ear first, way before you hear a guy like me on a podcast say it. You'd already heard it somewhere. The nerve of you. The nerve of you. And if you think that lawyers are just walking around, just attending balloon pop shows, just willy-nilly, looking for somebody to date, they're not. This is probably your last opportunity. That was probably your I'm probably sure that was your last opportunity to get a stable relationship with, like, if that guy was worth anything, that's probably your last opportunity of getting a guy who's going to be making 6 figures probably for the rest of his life if he does continue to pursue his career in law. You just made a huge mistake. And the problem is you could be, 28 is young in the big picture general scheme of things of life, but 28 is not young in the dating market for a woman. It's mad young for a man in the dating market. It's mad young for a man. But for a woman, you're already old for marriage. You're in the danger zone. What are you talking about? You don't have hardly any leverage right now. You have far less leverage than when you were 21 to 24. You're a woman who now men understand you've been slept with more. That thing been around. It's been moving around. Please. I might play a little bit more of this, then we're gonna wrap up the show.
I just don't think where I'm at right now we'd be aligned in that. That's literally just it.
All right. I would say that I didn't exactly mean someone who's ready to start a family today. I just meant that basically when we get married, when you do get married, you kind of put family above career.
Oh, for sure.
But not right this instant, But I understand, the ideology, and I think she's an attractive person as well.
Thank you.
I like the way she's dressed, and she has a nice smile.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Ayana, and I'm 27. Originally, it was because you were so soft-spoken. Like, you're so sweet. I'm a native New Yorker, and we're very loud. So I want to make sure that you're very, you feel equate. You don't feel like I am an alpha woman, but you don't feel like overly powered by me. I think it's amazing that you are getting your law degree. That's what my parents wanted me to do. Wasn't happening because my BS is in criminal justice. So that's beautiful. And I love the fact that you actually give back to the community because a lot of people don't invest that time, especially in our Black community. So kudos.
Black women, you're so aggressive and manly that you believe that if a man doesn't speak with a lot of bass in his voice, which I do believe men should practice doing, I practice doing it because I have a natural high tonality to my voice. So these are things that I practice, but still, you women who hear a guy with a softer tonality of voice and then assume that you should just treat him a certain way, that has something to do with your character and what you have going on. That doesn't have anything to do with that man. Black women, you guys are moving through the world with such a lack of accountability that you'll look at a man and say, I'm conducting myself in this particular way because you're not like a full man. So that's why I don't behave correctly. That's why I'm not feminine. That's why I can't be submissive because you're not a way. But if you were to ask a woman, do you follow the example of black men? They probably would say no. Yet they claim to base all their decisions off of us, off of what we like. If we say we don't like BBLs, we go, well, that's what y'all like. That's what y'all looking at. It's like you can't do anything alone. You can't lose alone. You're always bringing us with you.
Kudos to you. But yeah, that was the main one. I was going to touch on the fact that I am very career driven, but you highlighted.
Whoa. Walter Johnson came through and sponsored the show. Let's get it. We finishing. We ain't going nowhere, man. Walter Johnson said we ain't going nowhere. Came through and dropped the hundo. Edwina said we see a little extra. He says, we see a little extra effort. It makes a difference. Much love. I appreciate that. I appreciate that 15. April Job 5. She says, Happy New Year's. Keep up the good work. She got 5 on it. Appreciate you. Now I'm loose. We got the show sponsored. I'm glad. I'm parked. Let's go ahead and finish this full show, okay? I'm gonna be here a little bit longer now. I appreciate you guys' contribution. Now I'm going to work and show you that that wasn't a mistake. Let's go ahead and get into it.
What you meant by it, so I'm not going to even feed on that.
Yeah. What about for her?
I think that I don't know, as far as me being soft-spoken, you know, I'm actually originally from Georgia, southern Georgia, small town called Hinesville, and I now live out in Los Angeles. So just kind of where I was raised,
Yes.
but can't help that.
That's
but
fair.
as far as, you know, is she my type? You know, I think it's a very eclectic style.
Yes.
I do like the boots and the combination.
Thank
and
you.
all the girls have very nice teeth. I haven't seen any bad teeth yet. So very nice teeth as well.
Thank you. And we did get a pop balloon over here. Your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
My name is Waverly, and I'm 30. And I popped my balloon. I just want to start by saying the faith aspect, I mean, that is definitely what I'm looking for. Like someone that's a man of God, serious about their faith, wanting to serve the community. But after hearing your voice for a while, the kind of like she mentioned, the soft-spokenness just wasn't attractive to me.
Okay.
I want you to come out here.
I appreciate you, Walter.
Not tussling.
You're the big dog today, Walter.
But yeah, like
You're the
that
man
kind
of
of
the
just
hour.
contributed to kind of just the lack of attraction initially. Yeah.
Got it. No, she's someone that's your type?
You know, I don't know. As far as the soft-spokenness, again, you know, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know what.
Now, I don't do this often because I've never been presented this opportunity to do it. So I'm going to have a little fun. I'm going to act like I'm still back in my Christian days. And I'm going to hop back into where I used to be when I believed in God. And I would just, I don't know. I would ask you, if I was a reverend, I would ask you, the Lord has brought a man into your life who is going to make a significant amount of money, more than most men will make. And he is obviously a harmless man also, who does not appear to have a violent bone in his body. If down the line, when you're 30 and 40, don't ask God why your good man hasn't come, sister. He's already come. The Lord was already moving on your behalf, and I don't know if y'all are hearing me on this evening. I said the Lord was already working on her behalf, and she blocked her blessing. Hallelujah. I mean, I'm just, what would God say? This is one of God's soldiers right here. This man is a lawyer, and he's he's helping children. Soft-spoken makes him not enough of a man for you. I don't even know if that's holy. You're the most Christian, self-righteous out of all the women. I'm just not sure if there's anything holy about that. In the God that you serve, I'm not sure if that's what That would be pleasing of him. How dare you, sister? And you talked all that, it's just, you've been so focused on character this whole time. For you to pop a guy at soft-spokenness and he's got everything else that you desire in a man. It's weird. I was rooting for you and now it's hard to. Cruzo said, God ain't nowhere in there. All right, let's get back to the show.
Exactly what you mean by that, you know, as far as like you want someone to speak louder or speak deep, voice be deeper, or
I don't even know how I would describe it. I was almost
because it could be changed, you know. It can always kind of change up no matter what. So, do you want to get your balloon back?
No, I want you to be your authentic self. Like if that's just how you talk, that's how you talk.
She's right, my brother. She's right. Even though that was hilarious, and I can appreciate that, she's right. You're better off coming on here and being yourself, bro. Like, it is what it is. You're gonna grow to realize over time that lady did you a favor, even though she is a nice little snack. I see you looking at it. You don't even care about the celibacy. You like, oh my goodness. Just like most of us would be standing across from her like that. But I'm trying to tell you, if she'll pop you at soft-spokenness, like she down the road, she'll find some other petty technicality to leave you for. Because right now she's at her prime and she's getting offers all the time. She would have found some other weird technicality to leave you at anyway. You're good. You was good anyway.
I know, like, kind of like for some people, there's certain sounds that can just be like nails on a chalkboard, you know? And so, not that your voice is nails.
His voice is nails on chalkboard?
No, I was just making the comparison.
Oh, okay.
Well, ma'am, I don't know, maybe you could be slightly stupid. And don't be shocked by that. A lot of gorgeous women are stupid because you guys don't have to work hard in life. So don't take that personal. It's actually a reflection of your beauty. But again, that was dumb. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm speechless. It's just what?
I was making the comparison that for some people, it's like, that's just not something I necessarily want to hear all day. You know?
Yeah, like to compare his name, to say that you're not saying that his name or his voice is nails on a chalkboard, but then say, I'm just comparing the two, ma'am. That's basically saying that his voice sounds like nails on a chalkboard. Again, I don't think you're that bright. You're cute. And truth is, I can already tell some other man's going to eventually be doing the thinking for you. You'll be fine, but somebody said she wants a religious thug. I tell you, a lot of these women, they want religious men who have like an edge, and they sort of aren't religious too. They just want to they just want somebody to go through the motions. But I do think that she's a real Christian. She's just immature in the mind.
You know, and because I want to like get married, like my ultimate goal is marriage. Like I want to hear his voice. It'd be pleasant. So yeah.
All right, cool.
Sounds good. Thank you. All right. Your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Mimi, 28.
Also want to say something quickly before we move on. How you started joking around and you lowered your voice, that's something you may need to practice on a daily basis. There's nothing wrong with, like, men, we get better through failure in the dating market. The best date, that's why everybody who tries to disqualify dating coaches at like a bad dating past, that's the dumbest thing in the world. Intellectual people don't think this way. Intellectual people understand that men who are full of trial and error are the most valuable men in the dating market. The men who have made mistakes and found a way to build themselves back up, these are valuable men in the dating market. But again, if you want, how you changed your voice up like that, you're going to have to start doing that, like, and practicing that by yourself. and starting to speak from your diaphragm and not your head voice, if you do have more of a natural high-pitched sounding voice, because women are biologically wired to judge a man's voice box and think about testosterone level, which equates to safety and protection. So it's not all just vanity. The same way how when we hear a woman and she's got a deep Barry White voice, we're like, whoa, we're like, something about that is a giving off guy. So same thing. Now for time's sake, I'm gonna move to the next guy because I'm itching to get to the last person because they say that oh my goodness, what this brother done did to his hair. Now, this is the part of the show that I had to put my phone in the other room for the sake of my mental health. I can't just absorb this stuff all day long. So this is now where I'm kind of blinded. We're going to be watching this stuff together firsthand. Like some of this stuff, what's going to happen from this point of the show all the way to the end, I haven't even reviewed. I'm just watching. So I think it'll make the show more creative if I do it that way sometimes every now and again. Starting to get redundant. So I'm gonna move over to this dude who has kind of a questionable haircut, but hopefully he's a better guy than his haircut. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name's Colin. I'm 30. You ain't asked me my age.
I didn't, but it's all right. Go ahead. Let us know your age.
My name's Colin. I'm 33.
And what do you do?
I'm a mechanical technician. I work on vapor compression steels, reverse osmosis. Basically, we make pure water for pharmaceutical companies, and they use that water in turn to make vaccines and medicines.
Wow. Okay.
To help people.
Nice. So what do you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to work out. I like to go jet skiing. Since I moved to Florida, I've been really into salsa dancing, bachata dancing, so I like to do those things, stay active.
I just want to read this really quickly. Mike Rule number 5 says, Carl Anthony Towns has a weird high-pitched voice at 6'6". That is true. This is just a weird time for the NBA in general. For all my basketball fans who might be tuning in, I'm going to be very brief and I'm going to hurry up and get back to the show. But this is a weird time for the NBA. Like that Jared McClain kid from the Sixers. I didn't know that I didn't like my basketball players womanly, or like you can smell like that they were raised by their mother, or and y'all know me, I'm not like one of those hyper macho people, but I don't like my NBA players like on TikTok like dancing like a female and like swaying their hips side to side, and like it's a different time. I remember when the NBA, like everybody was mean, like Charles Barkley was punching everybody. You had Charles Oakley. He couldn't even play. He was literally out there just to beat people up. He had no skills. Like, this man had a career in the NBA for 20 years just to push people down. That was the beauty of the game. We had Dennis Rodman kicking cameramen. It was the golden era of basketball. I don't know what this new stuff is. Now it's like, you know, all the NBA players have a podcast, and as a podcaster, it's like I don't mind it. It's just like, man, I don't like my basketball players twerking and all that. I like Travis Hunter, but he's just got to be a stronger man.
Active, you know.
Okay. What do you look for in a woman?
What I look for in a woman is first, you got to be a godly woman. Also, she has to just be kind, be nurturing, nice, honest.
Okay.
And yeah, not too much.
Somebody talking about they had dads in their life. That almost doesn't even matter nowadays. Like, and like, you know, no offense. I'm not saying that it doesn't matter, but I'm starting to think that like the NBA is such a dark place, like Hollywood and like the fabric of how it's made up. You could raise your son right. Like when I look at John Morant's father, I don't see a bad father. I think he could pick up, I think he could be more involved. Like, I think some people lose grip on influence of their kid and they like never gain it back. And then they just like sitting back with us, just watching the show. There are plenty of people in the NBA. I mean, like even the Ball brothers, like they're like, I mean, two of them are having good NBA careers. LaMelo's, arguably having the best one. It's not an argument that he's having the best out of all the three, but they're all like dealing with women. They've all like dealing with women who they shouldn't deal with, having babies with people who they shouldn't have babies with. And we all saw in real time that LeVar didn't raise them that way. Them motherfuckers just did what they wanted to do. I really have a soft place for like celebrity athlete parents. I look at LeBron and his kids, and I'm the biggest LeBron James fan ever, but like, I never really said this publicly, and I hope that I don't get in trouble for this, but I don't think LeBron's kids like him. I don't know. They act like they don't like him. And I know I could be wrong. If they heard this, they'd be like, who the fuck does this dude think he is? Blah, blah, blah. I know. I get it. I'm sorry. You guys just treat him like, I don't know. You guys treat him like you don't like him. I don't care what nobody says. Okay. Somebody says they didn't like LeVar at all. Yeah, especially LaMelo. LaMelo couldn't wait to get away from LeVar. He was tired. Lonzo was very mature and like, just like, Lonzo was like, he was very mature about disliking his father. LiAngelo, very quiet about hating his father. But LaMelo couldn't hide it as well. Doesn't mean LeVar wasn't a great father. Truth is if your kids especially your sons, if they're like your best friend in the world, you're probably letting some things slip through the cracks. You're probably not even pushing the boy. Somebody says LiAngelo is corny and Delulu. Even his own brother was like, you are not supposed to be in the NBA. Why you keep saying that? Like, they're mean to each other. Like, I was watching the Ball in the Family show. I was like, man, you guys aren't even nice to each other. You guys treat each other like crap. It's not how I want my siblings to treat me. Like, sometimes it was love, and then sometimes I was like, oh, you guys don't even like each other. That's sad. LiAngelo is dumb. He's dumb as a box of rocks. But I still got respect for him. But yeah, LiAngelo Ball. NBA dads. I have a soft. They get dumped on. And like, there's just nothing you can do to contain. Like a lot. These kids are getting these contracts too young. They're 17 in the NBA sometimes. What are you supposed to tell your son? He's 18. He's already looking at like better ass than like you've ever seen in your life.
Okay. What are some of your deal breakers?
My deal breakers are no cigarettes.
Okay.
Other deal breakers, I can't do atheists. And also, I can't do too much ratchetness. I can do a little bit, but not too much. All that.
Okay. All right. So we did get a pop balloon. Let's go on over there. Right. I wonder why she popped. All right. Your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Hi, my name is Shalane. I am 32 years old.
Hey, Shalane.
Hi. Oh. I popped because you said that you want a godly woman, and that's not me.
You.
Nah.
It's all good. I understand.
All right.
Maybe we can convert you later on.
Absolutely not, my brother. That is not the way to go, my brother. See? Now, again, I'm not trying to be antagonistic, but I just want you all to pay attention to something. When Christians get the rare opportunity to be in contact with people who are not Christians, they act as if they respect you, but also act as if it's their job to change you, which they haven't slowed themselves down to realize that this is very offensive, because that's to insinuate that there's something wrong with my position. Of not saying that you're incorrect, but saying that I'm not trying to prove a God right. I'm just here. I'm just default. I'm not playing. And it's always like, oh, maybe we can change that later on down the road. I'm here to tell anybody who's Christian or religious out here, if you handle people in these debates like this, that's very condescending and patronizing, even if you didn't intend to be patronizing or condescending. It is. And it's funny, you don't hear a lot of non-religious people saying, I just can't date you if you're Christian, and so on and so forth. I just can't do this and blah, blah, blah. But you hear a lot of people like, no atheists, no, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I haven't seen a lot of atheists going around in society trying to like riding around on bikes in the hood, trying to knock on people's doors, trying to get them to be non-religious. I don't see people hiding from like Jehovah's atheists knocking on the door, talking, whatever, trying to bother you or whatever. I see religious people doing it though. It's like the non-religious people be sitting somewhere chilling, relaxing, like. But it's funny, religious people can't stand next to non-religious people without being uncomfortable. And I wonder why. You're already right. You're right about what your belief system, so you say so. Why does my lack of belief make you uncomfortable? You're sure. I've never seen somebody so sure, so uncomfortable in my life.
I grew up Christian, Pentecostal at that. Not for me.
Feeling it.
No.
All right, to each his own.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Now,
I don't think it even becomes conceivable that some people can live and have a Christian experience and it not be a positive one. And I'm here to tell you today, if you can't even intellectually conceive that someone cannot have a positive experience in Christianity, they can sit there and be like, nah, this just isn't going in. This ain't hitting. This ain't, it's not resonating. If you can't intellectually wrap your mind around that, I'm going to tell you what's happened. That's the power of being indoctrinated with something before you thought critically about it. You adopted it, you accepted it as true. You haven't thought deeply about it. That's what happened. If you're that person, not all Christians, that particular Christian who thinks that way.
Before he said that, you had your balloon unpopped.
Losing audience members.
He's not bad looking, and I wanted to hear him out. And you said you're from Florida,
Correct.
and I'm also living in Florida. So
All right.
yeah, we're in Florida.
West Palm Beach.
West Palm. Oh, I'm in Tampa, but
Tampa.
it's Florida, same state.
Yeah. 3-hour drive, not too far.
Exactly.
Right up the road.
But yeah.
Sounds good. Now, she's someone that's your type?
Honestly, yeah, I would approach her, if I saw her out.
Okay.
Like your skin, like your style. So.
Okay, a little ball here.
Yeah. Ain't no wrong. It's different. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
For sure.
Let's go on over here. Your name and age.
Ayana, 27.
Okay. Ayana, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
So originally, I was loving the context of the things that you were looking for. But when you said ratchet, I know there's so many different dilemmas to what makes someone come off ratchet. I'm from New York. So yeah, anything you probably say, me talking with my hands right now, so you look at them, could be considered ratchet. I don't know. I'm using that as, I might be being a little exaggerated.
No, Shorty, it's the outfit, if anything. It's the outfit.
Or exaggerating the context of it. But what I'm saying is, what I wear, anything could be considered ratchet. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm saying me talking with my hands, it might be like, okay, she kind of got it. Why she using her hands? And it's really not. That's just how I speak or, represent myself. So, yeah, I just think it's you can put somebody in a box very easily by saying they're ratchet, Okay. And I'm not. I just have moments where my friends, we outside, so we outside, we having fun, we having a good time and just living our lives to the best of our ability. So
we outside. What are you talking about? Some we outside.
Oh, ain't nobody shame.
I hope you ladies don't think that there's a dimension in this natural world where we are going to be like, oh yeah, like I got a girl who I'm like fully financially responsible for, and I got to be fully responsible for your safety and protection. But you also get to go wherever you want, whenever you want, however you want to go there. That's not how it works with the good quality men who really who plan on protecting what's theirs and protecting their investment in a woman. They're not. If you're looking for some guy who's just gonna let you just every now and again go party with your, like, these are beta males. These aren't strong men. The men who allow you to just go be with your single friends. A lot of guys, once you get married, most married men don't even want you being around single women anymore. Or you might not know that because you probably haven't seen a lot of examples of a wife in the black community because we don't have a lot of, but that's why. All right, let's get back into it. Somebody said that the last girl was crazy. We're getting ready to skip probably.
So why'd you have your balloon unpopped before he said that?
Well, I liked his aesthetics when he came in. He's fitness. I love fitness. You all know that. So yeah, the things he was saying, and then he said ratchet. I'm like, damn, he gonna pop my balloon because he probably gonna assume I'm ratchet. So we just help you.
Got it. So now she's someone that's your type.
She's attractive, yes, but I probably wouldn't approach
The
hair and the eyes a little too much for me, but that's your style, so that's right. All right.
Oh yeah, I didn't really see all that. Yeah, shawty, the septum piercing and the horrifying contacts, not a good look. And you're not even a bad looking woman. You're just doing too much. Take that stuff off. Take that stuff off, lady. You got too much of that stuff on. Take it off. That's the answer. You need to take that stuff off. And again, you're not even a bad looking woman. You need to lose some weight, and your body's already built well, so you lose like 10, 15 pounds. You're gonna be in the game, and you need to just take that damn bull ring out of your nose, lady. What's the matter with you?
Let's head on back. So we do have 5 balloons left unpopped. Go ahead and ask these ladies a question.
Okay, my question is, what are some good characteristics of a healthy relationship?
What are some good characteristics of a healthy relationship? Start here.
Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm 28.
Hey, Lynn.
I would say some good characteristics of a healthy relationship is definitely open communication.
All right.
And a willingness to, a lack of ego. Let me say that, a lack of ego. Like if we're in a disagreement and I'm open to hearing you out, open to seeing your perspective. Like I have no problem saying that I'm sorry, or I have no problem admitting that like I was wrong, or I misjudged. Like I don't.
You can take accountability.
Yes, exactly.
I like that.
And then as well as with the open communication, again, like hearing you out, waiting to see what your point of view and perspective was before I just jump to conclusions.
I like that. All right.
Name and age and answer to his question.
My name is Waverly. I am 30.
Waverly.
You said the hallmark of a good relationship?
Well, good characteristics, you said, of a healthy relationship, right?
Yes.
Okay, so healthy relationships, I think, definitely include honesty, transparency. And when I say transparency, it's not like I'm asking you a question like, oh, what'd you do today? Or how was your day? And you say good, but it's like you expounding, like that's the transparency. And emotional intelligence, being able to recognize within yourself when like you might be spiraling or like you're being triggered. And sometimes therapy, like going to couples therapy. Like no one's better than going to therapy. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Name and age and answer to his question.
Hi, I'm Carmel, and
Okay, somebody said he looked like a turtle. That's kind of funny. Vlad said, long-time support from Alaska. Please continue giving us this vital, needed information. Salute. Much love, Vladimir. Thank you. Love to see the reach. Love when I see people who just tuning in from very far places. It's good. It's good. We all need this info. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
I'm 31. And I would say communication and consistency in a relationship, and also allowing your partner and giving your partner grace. When they do mess up, being open to talk about it and forgiving. And when I mean forgiving, not bringing it back up like in a week or 2 weeks, just truly just forgiving and moving forward.
I understand, yeah. All right.
Name and age and answer to his question.
Mimi, 28. I would say empathy, honesty, and consideration. Being able to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Also being transparent with how you're feeling. And consideration, we are both 2 different people. We both have 2 different experiences. So being able to just identify with that and then communicate from there.
Right.
Name and age and answer to his question.
Hi, I'm Nia. I'm 32. And I would say honesty. Just blatant honesty, even if you think it would hurt my feelings. Yeah, I just think that would allow for a foundational relationship as long as you can be honest. So.
I like that. All right.
Let's head on back. Okay, so I'm gonna now hand you a pick. There you go. And let's go ahead and pop 2 balloons.
2 balloons.
2 balloons. Okay, and 1 more.
So much pressure when we gotta do that, you know?
All right.
All right. They ended up popping all their balloons on him. I'm
Hello,
moving
welcome
on.
in. What's your name?
My name is Ja,
Jaw, how old are you?
32.
And what do you do?
So I do private security. I have an agency.
Man, this nigga got the voice for 4 or 5 niggas. I had to check I had to check my headphones. My shit had I thought my shit had extra bass. That nigga said, yeah. They ain't popping on him for voice. He good there. Let's see how they liking Ja.
I do music and a little bit of modeling, but mainly just media entertainment and then a couple other efforts, right?
All right. What do you like to do for fun?
I love food. I love going out for like a good drink.
Okay.
I'm really chill. Like I'll do some active, extreme outdoor type stuff, but that's really just depending on who's with me.
Okay.
But
Okay.
for the most part, just kicking it.
Chilling.
This is
And
third
what do you look for in a
appearance.
woman?
She let a nigga come on 3 times.
I'm big on communication.
Okay.
I'm big on being able to have intellectual like discourse. And I'm big on like being multifaceted. I don't want anybody who's just one thing or just one like aspect. You know what I mean?
Okay. What are some of your deal breakers?
You know, I really try to be open. I think if I can't have a strong communication with you or a strong conversation with you.
Look at us. Somehow at 143 people in the room and 143 likes, that's 100% engagement. Just wonder how a stream can be going almost 2 hours, close to 100% engagement. And I don't know, we just keep seeing 100 people. I just want to say I apologize to everybody who's come to the stream and YouTube, for whatever reason, randomly just kicked you out of the stream. I'm getting these complaints daily through my IG. After every show, somebody hits me up and it's like, I was watching the stream and then the screen just went black. They didn't let me like be a part of the stream anymore. I have no idea what this is. I hate to scream collusion and corruption, but you know, I don't know. I just don't see it happening to a lot of other content creators. We've been finding ourselves at like above 100%, like, which is supposed to bring more, like, you know, that's supposed to solicit more viewership. I don't know if that's the case for us BLP family. I just want to say I'm sorry for everybody that has to deal with, and you're a casualty to a war that we don't even know what it's even about. They're just doing what they want to do, and the administrators up at their YouTube are just doing whatever they want to do. And I just feel bad for the people who actually do want to watch the show. And YouTube's mad at me, but they're taking it out on the people who want to watch the show. So I'm sorry, guys. Makes no sense. There's no way we're supposed to be at 100. Like I know how YouTube works. 100% engagement is supposed to solicit more viewership. It seems like every time we've ever gotten a 100% viewership, where the viewership matches the likes, it's like 100%. Like the viewership goes down. That goes against the whole way the system's supposed to be set up. It's absurd, and it's becoming hard to even. It's becoming hard to be quiet about it. Like every day, my supporters are complaining that they're not even getting notifications for the lives. Then you'll talk to some tech person up at YouTube just for them to play around and play in your face, like, oh yeah, there was just a tech issue, or we have glitches, or whatever the hell. Let alone like knowing that that's not how it works. So frustrating. I can't even get mad at you guys. You guys are coming in and hitting the like button. I keep seeing 100% engagement. It's like, what's the use of even telling people to hit the like button if you can find yourself at 100% in like to view ratio and nobody can come into the stream? Everybody who came in hit the like button. And they're like, yeah, this isn't a live that should get out. Y'all have to excuse me, BLP family. I got battles that don't even have anything to do with you guys. Creators fair and square. Some little dweeb whose dick is 2 inches small and he's never been a real man in his life gets to make a decision on who gets to be seen. It's awful. And fuck them and everything that look like them.
And that's bad. If I feel like you don't really have a good emotional awareness, then that's bad too.
Okay. All right, we haven't got any pop balloons. So let me go ahead and hand you a pick. Have you hold on to that. And go ahead and pop 2 balloons. Whenever you're ready. Okay, and 1 more. Okay. Start over here. All right, your name and age, and why did you end up having your balloon unpopped?
Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm 28, and I just wanted to. Thank you. I just wanted to hear more.
Okay. But is he someone that's your type?
Yes, I think you're attractive. Yeah, and I like the way you're dressed.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I like them.
Thank you.
All right, so why'd you end up popping her balloon?
You know what? Honestly, it's just like the type of like facial features that I'm looking for, and if I had my choice, I do prefer taller.
Oh wow. I did say no shorter. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then you end up popping 1 more.
That's exactly what you get, Shawty, for dissing somebody for being too tall earlier. That's exactly what you get.
Your name and age, and why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
Hi, I'm Carmela, and I'm 31. And I like the way he looks, and I was just listening to get to know him more.
Okay, got it. So why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Again, I think it's just the combination of like features that I'm looking for, like a specific type.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
All right, I'm gonna get
Not do that again. And even maybe explaining yourself, because maybe that wasn't your intention, but that still offended that individual.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Name and age, and answer to his question.
Ayana, 27. What Waverly said was perfect. I do believe that from what you stated earlier, you don't seem really emotionally incompetent, so you understand your emotions. I believe same with Shay in the beginning. She also stated that you should be able to have the conversation. So I do believe that you have to have a progressive start. And then know that you have an end goal at the end. So even if it's not right away, you guys are taking the time out to actually like decipher whatever the problems may be and then come into a conclusion.
Exactly right.
Name and age and answer to his question.
Mimi, 28. I will say I do like to take some space first because I feel like in the initial, you're in your emotional mind.
As long as you know that.
Yeah. Over some time, you know, kind of thinking and processing your emotions, you can kind of get into that rational mindset and come back and communicate more clearly. So it does take some time for me to come back to a conflict.
Okay. Name and age and answer to.
Against me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
What's your favorite thing to cook?
You know what? Honestly, Italian is very easy, but I like a lot of Asian dishes as well.
Okay.
And then you can't never go wrong with some good soul food if it's your staples.
Exactly. And then you incorporate like different ingredients.
Exactly. I always like to make something new every time just to have fun with.
Yeah.
Like I have fun cooking. So.
Okay.
Oh.
Jesus. Let's head back.
As lazy as a lot of these modern women are, I don't think it's a good job to lead with cooking nowadays, fellas. Like, these women are looking for reasons to not be like the women of old too badly for us to be like, oh, yeah, I like to cook too. You will find yourself Aunt Jemima for the next 50 years.
Why are we popping? Why?
That was crazy, by the way.
Was it? I'm sorry. I do find you very attractive. I like everything that you're asking. I self-eliminated because the whole cooking thing.
Yeah.
She's down there like I'm sorry. I can't cook, and I feel like you would have picked.
I'm down with the ability to learn.
They said the quality of the show got bad. That's wild because it's funny. Everything was perfectly smooth. Like nothing was wrong. And everything's clear on my end. Nothing is glitched. Nothing's moved. Let me go on YouTube. Let's just see what's going on. Let me check for myself. I'm pretty sure it's bad. Let me go on YouTube. Let's just see what's going on. Doesn't sound that chappy. I'm not really sure why. Let them hate. We already
Yeah,
got
You were down to learn. Why'd
so-
you eliminate yourself?
It's
Should
all
I
right.
get my balloon back? Do you want me to get it
I
back?
can't tell you that. You got to be organic. It's
to
got to be
you.
authentic. So
Can I get my balloon back?
Okay. Let's get a balloon back.
I just,
crazy.
I'll let you make the choice.
She
then.
crashed out,
Yeah.
didn't she?
I'm like, I can't
That's
cook.
all
Most
right.
guys want somebody who can cook like really well.
No, I just don't want us to be in a relationship where years down the line I'm still doing all of the cooking, and if you're doing the cooking, it's
No,
the
absolutely.
same she was doing when we first got.
No,
in
I
this.
believe in balance. I believe in
Okay.
growth, learning new things, learning
Cool.
new recipes together.
It's cool. I don't
Okay.
expect nobody to be perfect.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, ladies, any questions for Ja? Okay, go ahead.
I have two actually.
Okay.
Part one, how do you feel about religion? And I ask because I'm not religious. And then part two, how do you feel about kids? I ask because I want to be married, but I don't want children.
Okay. I'm going to get to the most pertinent question first. I do
You
want.
said you want to get married, but you don't want to have children. What? I mean, I'm not saying that it's impossible, but a lot of men aren't getting married just to just sit up and be looking at like just basically just be in like a glorified relationship again. Guys are getting married for specific reasons. We're not just meatheads who are looking in a lock-in consistent butt. We're actually guys who have goals, family objectives to reach. We want family, we want legacy. A lot of you women who just don't want kids for whatever your personal selfish reasons are, that's okay. That's your prerogative, but it's going to mean that you're going to get less opportunities to get married. That's what that means. You have to accept that. Take it.
Want children. I am big on.
No.
I knew that was gonna be the
Get outta
thing.
here.
No, I definitely. One of the biggest things in my life that I look forward to and that I built for is my family, my legacy, my home. So
I understand.
I get that
have
too.
That much, like I love children. I have
Yeah.
like 3 godkids, a niece. I love
Yeah.
them, but having my own, that maternal instinct, it's not there for me.
I feel it.
But I do want to be married.
I feel that. No, for sure, of course.
Yeah, you're going to have to chill out. Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do want to be married. But that's not how it works, man. You don't get what you want. And see, women, you guys, you're living in this place where you believe that you're supposed to get what you want and men are supposed to come in and take a conditional version of you. But a man is supposed to come in and bear everything. But you're going to come in, give him half of what he wants. Now, because you don't give him kids, does he get to exercise options with other women? Does he get to have an extra girlfriend or something like that to make up for that? Like, it's almost as if you don't think that that's important to men. Or that you think somewhere like it's really more about the woman if children come into play when men love their children too. Very childish, very juvenile perspective here. Let's continue.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
No, I'm glad you was honest. You don't have to apologize for anything. Thank you.
Let's head down over there. All right. Any questions over here?
Yes. So sometimes I can be very introverted, which would include.
Being accepting of that is crucial.
Okay.
All right. I got my final question then, y'all.
Okay.
Is it a yes for you for him?
It's a yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
Yes, yes.
We got a match! I'll take the mic. And you guys can go on up. Make some noise for them.
That's the fade worked out for her.
Y'all! Woo! You guys can go on up. Okay, so we've got 5 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Again, now, black men, holy hell. Now, the issue with us, here's the issue with us. We could be lawyers, we could be tech guys, we could be making great money, we could be working in sophisticated areas of life, and we still want to walk around dressed like this. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't a time and a place where attire like this is appropriate. I'm here to say that this is not the time where this kind of attire is appropriate. I don't care how well he does, I don't care who he matches with. We just got to start presenting ourselves better, black men. Like, we're doing a poor job of presenting ourselves. We're not dressing like men. We're dressing like little boys. I think some of us are over 35. We got our sides shaved off. If you're 35 and you have the sides of your hair shaved off and like braids coming out of it, that is mental illness.
Anybody got kids?
Okay, we have one over here. All right, your name and age.
Hi, I'm Carmela, and I'm 31.
And Carmela, so do you have kids?
Yeah, I just have one. He's 8.
Okay. No wrong with that.
So kids are not a deal breaker for you?
Nah, I was like, unless we got like a whole basketball team, you know?
All right, do you have any kids?
I don't have any kids.
You do not? Okay, all right, we'll be back. Let's head on back. All right.
I just want to point out something that men, in particular, statistically speaking, black men are far more willing to be stepfathers than women are willing to be stepmothers. But it doesn't just end there. Black men statistically do something that a lot of men in a lot of demographics do not do. Even if the relationship goes bad, black men still stay in the children's lives of the stepfather situation that they set up. Once they are taking care of a kid, they're more devoted historically than women could ever think about. Women will say, oh, it hurt me so bad because I had to stop talking to the child because it was too much for me emotionally. So I had to break the child's heart and not let the child have access to me anymore. They choose themselves.
All right, go ahead and ask them a question. Get them talking a little bit.
As far as priorities go, what are the top 3 things that y'all prioritize when it comes to just everyday life? What are your top 3 priorities?
Okay, what are your top 3 priorities? But first, your name and age.
Hi, my name is Lynn. I'm 28. I would say my top 3 priorities, as of now, number 1 is definitely my career. Okay. Number 2 is my family. And then number 2, I would say money, but I'm not money.
Career over family is always going to sound like crazy work. Where is this lady from? Get her out of here. She's out of her mind. Career first, family second. Ma'am, you're going to make a phenomenal man out here in society. We were just at like 171. And then like 30 people just dropped out. Y'all hit the like button so that we can make this system look even more ridiculous. Hit the like button as you come into the room. Even though it's impossible, we're far over 100%. Preposterous.
Focus, but just in terms of, generational wealth, and then my goal is financial freedom at the end of retirement. Yeah. But yeah, I would just say that.
Okay.
Over here, name and age and answer to his question.
My name is Waverly. I'm 30 years old, and my top 3 priorities is 1, spending time with God, so both prayer and reading scripture on a regular daily basis. Then it's like kind of keeping up a tidy home. I can be kind of messy when I'm getting ready, so it's like bringing everything back together. And then 3rd, right now I'm trying to pivot my career a little bit. I work in nonprofit, so just trying to go back corporate.
That's good.
Cool, thank you. Let's go on over here. Your name and age and the answer to his question.
Ayana, 27. The first thing I would definitely say is moving with purpose and praising my God. Secondly, definitely health and wellness. And 3rd would be my family.
Name and age and answer to his question.
I'm Carmela, 31. I would say my relationship with God, family and friends, and just health overall, just maintaining because I feel like the body is the temple, so we got to maintain it.
Okay, sounds good. And your name and age and the answer to his question.
Mimi, 28. I would say probably my career first. I'm a therapist. I love my clients. I love working with folks that need mental health, services. And then I would say self-care for myself. And then lastly, probably family and friends.
Okay.
Family last. This has to be the most selfish group of women that have ever existed in history. No doubt about it. And the nerve of a lot of you women to be like, Where are the chivalrous men at? What happened to the men? Where are all the men at? There's only one woman on this panel who prioritized family over everything else. That's where all the men went. There's only one woman on this whole entire panel who said, yeah, my number one objective is to have a good house and a good family and whatever. All you women, like, one put family second, third. Now we got somebody got family at last damn place. Like, can't make this up, people. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like,
Alrighty, let's go ahead and hand you a pick. Have you hold on to that, and I'm gonna have you pop 2 balloons.
Yours.
Okay, and one more.
Fabulous.
Okay, let's start over here. All right, so why'd you have your balloon unpopped for him?
I wanted to hear him out. I think he's handsome. Yeah.
Okay. So why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Just that number. Oh, I'm sorry. That number one option. I'm looking for like spirituality. Like I feel like everything else is not gonna really work if you're not prioritizing your spiritual relationship with your creator, whatever you believe in, as that first top priority.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And then you ended up popping one more. So why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I just wanted to hear you out a little more, but I also like your vibe. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Why'd you end up popping hers?
Same thing, just that first.
ma'am, you are doomed. Ma'am, you're doomed. You're in bad shape. You need some help. You might want to hit me up and book a consultation. I'm getting ready to open consultations back up. You probably should book a consultation. You're in trouble. You want to know what demographic of woman can justifiably pick a man based off of vibe? A woman who is 8 years old to 14 years old. That's who can justifiably like a guy just because of like vibe and energy. Oh, he seems like a good time. When you're 28, now it's time to buckle down and pick a man because he's stable and because he's got a good job and because he's reliable, so on and so forth. Nope, not you. 28-year-old career woman picking a man based off vibe. Never been sure somebody's about to die by themselves. Lady, you're out of control.
Shame in yourself. Ain't nobody shame.
First answer.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. All right, we've got 3 ladies left. Ask them another question.
All right, what do you do for a living?
What do you do for a living? And
Look at us, y'all. We're like 50%. We're like 150% likes. And nobody can get into the stream. Isn't that interesting, BLP family? Look at us. One of the only people probably on the entire platform who could have far over 100% of the people in the room. But then there aren't as many people in the room. Keep hitting the like button. The more you guys hit the like button, the more ridiculous whoever's doing this looks, the more ridiculous their little system looks. Keep it up. Hit the like button as y'all come into the room.
All right, what do you do for a living, and what's your passion? What's your main passion outside of your career?
okay, cool. All right, what do you do for a living and what's your main passion outside of your career?
I'm a digital marketing manager and a college professor and consultant. My passion is homemaking, so I love like creating an environment for my friends and family and community that makes them feel warm and welcome. So like cooking, baking, like keeping the home tidy, and serving my community in that way.
And over here?
So for me, my position, I'm a personal trainer. I enjoy fitness. That's like my top tier. But what I will say other than that is more so like styling people. I used to reorganize closets and personally shop. So I'm into things of that nature.
And over here?
I'm Carmela. I'm 31. What was that again? I'm sorry.
What do you do and what is your passion outside of what you do?
I'm a flight attendant, and my passion is just people. I like being around people, talking to them, helping them in any way, especially with my career. I I meet different people on the plane, and you don't know why somebody's on the aircraft for. So it's just having conversation and just making somebody's day. So.
Okay. All righty. Time to pop a balloon. Just one, yeah, whenever you're ready. All right. So, Carmela, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
I was just listening. He's very attractive, and he's the only one who didn't care to have a kid. So,
okay.
Nothing wrong with having kids. Don't let them get to you.
So, why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I already know who I'm interested in, so I'm just process of elimination. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, the whole lineup beautiful. Y'all did a good job with selecting everybody.
Okay. Well, I feel like since you said that, why don't you just go ahead and pop? Just go ahead and pop. Okay. So why'd you have your balloon unpopped for him?
I wanted to hear him out, honestly. The age was kind of throwing me off because I believe that men take a longer, they have a bigger gap period compared to our development than that. We got them by like 2 years, so he's really like 25 in my head. Okay. Just joking, I'm just messing with you. But your dreads are beautiful. You seem like a beautiful spiritual person.
I appreciate you.
So, of course, I just want to hear more.
Thank you, I appreciate you.
Okay, well, let's head on back to who he already has eyes on. So, Miss Waverly, any questions for him?
Yes. Okay. Do you participate in any recreational drug use?
I smoke weed. That's understandable. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, prior to him saying that, why was your balloon unpopped?
Because I wanted to ask my questions.
But is he your type?
No, not initially. He wasn't my type, like physically, imagery wise, but like getting into the questions, hearing more, like had we aligned in that way, like I would be open.
Okay. Okay. So, I know you said she was your type.
Yeah.
What makes her your type?
Everything she got going for herself. Also, how she look. She got the full package for sure. Off of what I know.
Thank you.
Man. All right. Well, that is all the balloons popping.
Now, she definitely does not have the full package but very close. Very close. I would say she's a little bit too childish to be considered a woman who has the full package. But again, she's headed in the right direction when it comes to wanting to put being a housewife over everything else. I will say that. She's headed in the right direction. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on.
Indecisiveness, not knowing what you want in life. You're about something automotive or I like photography too. Ain't no professional though.
Okay, so you work on cars?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Now, what do you look for in a woman?
Okay, get your passports. Says, Don, please tell fellas to invest in the book, The Manipulated Man by Esther Villar. Google this book. You will be amazed. All right, sounds great. I might check that out myself. Let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, Jacob? Welcome.
That's a large question. Other than a support system, I mean, like, really just a partner, somebody that I can compromise with, go through the scheme of life with, you know what I mean? Ups and downs, that type of stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
what are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers, indecisiveness, not knowing what you want in life, you know what I mean? Like just being, I don't want to say directionless because you rarely meet a woman that don't know where she's going these days, but like basic indecisiveness and stuff like that, stank attitude, what we doing?
It's a problem.
Yeah.
All right, so we haven't got any pop balloons, so let me hand you a pick.
All right, cool.
I'll have you hold on to that. And I'm going to have you pop 2 balloons.
2 balloons?
2 balloons, whenever you're ready.
All right.
Now I'm looking at the feet. Okay.
How many you say?
One more.
Just one more? I got you.
Okay. Let's start here. Name and age.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and I'm 28. I just wanted to hear you out more.
But is he physically your type?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
So, why'd you end up popping her balloon?
I didn't want to rely too much on physical beauty. We got a bunch of beautiful women here. I can't see her feet. I can see everybody else's feet. I'm just trying to make it easy for myself.
That's
just
fair.
trying to make it easy for myself.
Okay.
Okay, understandable.
Let's go over here. Your name and age, and why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
Ayana, and I'm 27. Like we've all been saying, we wanted to more so hear you out. The initial attraction wasn't really there originally, but you are a handsome man. And you're 27. Yes, you're my age, which is okay, but it's not something I would yearn for, honestly. That's it. I know why. Well, I feel like I.
You hear that, Kendra G, and all you other delusional post-wall women? It's younger women. It's younger women who are coming after older men. Older men are not like following younger women around, like jingling keys and like trying to like offer them cheap shit, or they acting like Nate from Set It Off. That's not what's happening. Black men and just successful men, older men over the age of 45, period, regardless of what ethnicity you are, they're seeing a lot of success in the dating market, especially when they got money. And it's because the women are approaching these men. It isn't like older men are just actively searching out younger women, even though, of course, they prefer younger women over older women for obvious reasons. People will be surprised at the rate that younger women are approaching older men. It's at a lot higher rate than what you think. The stats say the men 40 and up are the most desired.
I know why. It's a toast, but that's mad funny.
Wearing boots. That's probably why. Is that why you end up popping?
Yeah, no, it's a simple process. Are those your real eyes, by the way?
No,
gorgeous either way. I didn't want to look too much at your face. I'm trying to see what's going on.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because she was covering the toes.
Yeah, it's just a
He will never know.
I can't trust that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we've got 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them a question.
Across the board, besides being the male archetype of what you want in a man, what is one thing that you absolutely need in a man to be with you?
Okay, what do you absolutely need in a man to be with you? Name and age.
Hi, my name's Shalane. I am 32 years old. And I think for me, I need someone who's jovial. I've dated guys who are like super serious before, and I can't deal with that. I need you to be able to like make fun of yourself. We can laugh together. Because when you're too serious, it just kind of makes me feel like, I don't know, it just does not work for me. So I just need
like
someone who's, someone who's jovial.
Right. We could brush each other hair.
Oh, I ain't got no waves, but hey.
Hey, I can put them in there. You know, I got something to give. That's what's going on.
Thank you. Let's go over here. Name and age and answer to this question.
My name is Waverly, and I'm 30 years old. Can you define your definition of the archetype of a man? Like, how would you define that?
That's actually a great question, Waverly. And I feel like in today's society, it's more of a money grab, especially in our society. You know what I mean? Like, who's always going to be at the top, producing the most, who's going to be the breadwinner. Obviously, professions lead to, you know, I don't want to say a discourse, but like, other than somebody being able to financially present themselves is, I guess, what I would say, like, because I work on cars. I'm a man of all mans, you know, I love using my hands. But like, other than the physical, rough type of man, what else? I'm asking, like, what else do you need? But as far as my definition, I would say being a breadwinner.
Okay, so after breadwinner, I think it would definitely be someone that is a protector, like someone that, you know, when we're walking the street.
People who are having audio difficulties, that's not happening on my end. Everything is coming through crystal clear on my end, and everybody else is saying that their audio is good too. We only have a few people who are saying that their audio is bad, which is how I know that like something is happening, like that our shows are being tampered with, because some people are saying that their audio is perfectly fine, and some people are like, oh, we're not getting any audio at all. That's certainly not by coincidence. I'm sorry that you guys are having to deal with that. Sorry about that, y'all.
You're pushing me to the appropriate
Keeping
side.
you on the other side.
Yeah, appropriate side. Like it's the little things. It's like you sitting where you can see the door, like someone that keeps that kind of thing in mind, so I can just la 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 through the day.
I can dig it.
Yeah,
that's good. All right, name and age and answer to this question.
Hi, I'm Carmela, and I'm 31, and I would say leadership, because if you don't know where you're going, how can you lead us as a family or as a unit? because I like to be submissive to my man. So I got to make sure you can lead correctly.
I can dig it.
Okay. Name and age and answer this question.
Mimi, 28. I would say intentionality, somebody who recognizes their purpose or is seeking their purpose, somebody that can keep their word, intentional with their word. And I think that kind of wraps up with honesty and stuff too. So just intentionality.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. It is time to pop a balloon. Whenever you're ready, just
This is the hardest part. I mean, like, honestly, I love the word intentionality. That's my biggest thing, because if you're not open with what you're doing, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, let's just see where this goes. And it's like, nah, as a man, as a person that know what I want, you know what I'm saying? I know where I'm going. I don't got to ask you that. I don't got to reaffirm you that. You know what I'm saying? But I love intentionality. I got to pop a balloon?
You do?
That's tough. Come on, man. I'm going to look at feet again.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna refresh YouTube real quick. That's what I'm gonna do.
So, any questions you guys may have for one another?
Where are you from?
Liberia.
Okay, so we've got 4 ladies left. Go ahead.
I don't got a fetish. I'm just not. I was just gonna say I don't got a fetish. I ain't.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. It is time to pop a balloon. Whenever you're ready, just
This is the hardest part. I mean, like, honestly, I love the word intentionality. That's my biggest thing, because if you're not open with what you're doing, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, let's just see where this goes. And it's like, nah, as a man, as a person that know what I want, you know what I'm saying? I know where I'm going. I don't got to ask you that. I don't got to reaffirm you that. You know what I'm saying? But I love intentionality. I got to pop a balloon?
You do?
That's tough. Come on, man. I'm going to look at feet again.
You know, would you be okay?
Definitely.
Yeah, his obsession with feet it's a little off. It's something about it. He got confused and then was like, you know what? Let me just look at everybody's feet again, because damn, like, this is hard. Yeah, bro, I see why the women were put off. And if you're a guy who's in a foot, I just think that's the thing you just kind of keep to yourself. You know, if you don't want to come off weird.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. So now, is she someone that's your type?
Definitely my type.
Okay. Well, let me bring you on up here, girl. Come on up, y'all. Come on up. All right, y'all. So, any final question? If you don't have one, that's all right.
Where do you stay?
I stay in Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in Atlanta. Are you okay with long distance?
More than okay.
Okay.
More than okay.
All right. Well, then let me ask my final question. Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
So no. So no.
Oh, okay. Why is it a
I
no?
beg your pardon?
I'm 27 right now. I know I wouldn't be able to be the man that you need. I got too much stuff that I'm set in stone. I don't want to ruin. I don't even want to say ruin your life. I don't want to bring my drama and my craziness into your life. I respect you a little bit too much.
Thank you.
All right. I'll have you head on back.
I hate him. Like, why did you even come onto the show, dude? Like, you just wasted everybody's time. Then you're like, oh, I don't want to bring you into. You think any of the women there were looking to come into like something that's chaotic, dummy? You better believe after you said that, all the other women were like, yeah, I'm good too. I don't want to mess up your world like that. Like, you probably would have said that to any other women who would have been decent. So again, I asked the question, why the hell were you on the show? Usually I get on a time-wasting BW, but time-wasting BMs can be on the same type of time sometimes with just coming on shows and really just trying to see if you can find something to smash. Whatever you're like, oh, I ain't really like trying to like have nothing serious going on. Why are you on a dating show? What an idiot. He's like, you know what? I ain't even looking for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just chilling. Like, I'm set in stone. Like, I'm doing me, actually. And I ain't even really looking for nothing serious. Like, and you my type, too. Like, what an absolute moron. You're shaming us men out there. I'm trying to defend black men and big us up, try to represent us properly, and you in the show doing what you doing. Top 5 most waste of a social security number we've ever seen on the show. Easily just a waste of DNA. My goodness, man. I hope you don't find what you're looking for, brother. I'm gonna say that sincerely and without respect. Disrespectfully, I'm gonna say that. Yo, hope you don't find what you're looking for. And the lady might not even have been marriageable, but she didn't deserve that. Like, it's like, and you kind of let it up like you liked her and you were into her. And then you were just like, nah, I'm good right there at the end. It's like, bro, like, if a woman would have come onto the platform playing around like that, I would have went hard on her. So that's why this is happening to you and you're having to take this L. Get your passports. It says, and fellas, that's what you call a F ninja. Right. And all the ladies out there, that's what an F boy really looks like. Y'all be trying to deem us guys who just want to have conversations about dating relationships like we're lesser men. What about these guys out here who are really trying to waste y'all time? What about these guys out here who are really like you'll be messing with them for 2-3 months just for him to be like, oh yeah, I ain't even really looking for nothing serious. Knowing damn well he led you up in every way to make you think he was, but then he can just pull it back and be like, nah, I wasn't. Represents everything wrong with a lot of these single mother-led men out here. Men who smell like their grandmother or their mother. You act weird. You act weird with women. What are you even there for, bruh? You embarrass me. You embarrass me. But anywho, hope you guys got something out of the show. Much love to our sponsor, Walter Johnson. He's the reason why we're going to be here reacting to Kendra G's show tomorrow. We had a plus-size woman who thinks that she can just act like she's settling on $75K. She's out of her mind. We're going to rip her to shreds tomorrow. Make sure y'all show up at 2. I'll see y'all in the next show. It's time, man. Y'all be good.